Okay, so I've laid the favourite here. It's 8 run a race. You can see I've got my graph here, so I can keep an eye on all the horses. I've laid the favourite, so I need these other horses to come in. You can see the second favourite's coming in there. And I'm just going to slowly exit this position. I'll set my stop loss here, and I'll let this run for a little bit further. So you can see I used a £10 stake to start with, and let's see if I can get matched here. That's 6.2. I'll just drop that to 6 here just for now. So you can see, just with one single £10 stake, I've made 86 pence, right? Same as always. You might think that is worthless, it's meaningless, what's the point in trading with £10 stakes? Well, I am trying my hardest to teach people that even with a £10 stake you can get a nice return on your bank, because this is very scalable. And the most important thing you can do, and every single trader will agree with me here, the most important thing you can do when you start trading, forget about the profit, forget about the green and how much money you can make in one day. Just purely focus on one thing, and that is getting the trade right. You need to learn how to read the markets and anticipate what is going to happen based on the facts and triggers you see on the screen. Because, yeah, this is only a £10 stake, and yes, that's only 80 pence, but that could have easily been a £100 stake and had an £8.60 return. Okay? And that was one click, one trade, right? And that was based on what I saw, and I knew that there was a reasonable probability that that horse was going to drift. Okay? So you can imagine if I used a single £100 stake there, and I was confident enough to do that because I knew that I have a high strike rate, which I got by practicing with small stakes. It means that, you know, there are well over 10,000 races a year. If I can average £8 per race with a simple trade like that, then, you know, that's 80 grand a year for, you know, very little effort. But I want to illustrate again that I can only do that because when I trade with small stakes, it built up my confidence to understand that next time I would use £15 stakes. The month after that, I used £20 stakes and built on that. And over the course of 6 months, you can build and build and build, and your confidence will grow, and so will your profits. So if you want to learn to trade the way I do, click the link in the description, and I'll see you in the next race.